Welcome. How y'all doing? Extra credit video number one. Some of you already know the drill. We did this before the MOY. The audio was horrible. I've switched cameras. It's taken me, almost an hour to get everything set up and test videos and see how everything works. This is video one. It counts as number one. Let me explain the rules, okay? Number one, whatever I write, you guys know the rest. You have to write everything I write, okay? And unlike last time, I want the same size and the same number of lines, okay? So if I write it like this, I don't want you writing like this, okay? I want it to be the same number of lines so I can quickly and easily see that you did it, okay? If you do everything I do, you get 100 points to replace lowest scores. Okay? Report card, grades, final. Sorry, I'm writing a little sloppy. Okay? Wednesday. All right? And thank you to those of you at home that are yelling, sir, you got number one wrong. Yep, I already forgot. Make sure you put your name. We're going to do this each page. You do have notes, 1 to 2 pages. It's going to have the video number here in the title and your name here. Okay, then we'll skip a line for a space and try to start. Okay. There is going to be greater than or equal to 10 videos. So I have, looking at my wall right now, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 20 IXLs, and there's probably about 10 quizzes or weekly tests in the grade book. So you could replace at least half your grades. So if you owe me some work, this is your chance. Here's why this works for me. Okay, you might think, oh my gosh, this teacher's crazy letting us make up for grades we didn't do. If you were here, you at least heard it and did the practice. I got to call on you, whatever. So you did get some exposure. This is the end of year testing for our school that we are doing Monday through Wednesday. And Thursday, there's a project problem we have to do. It's like a big problem. It's called a performance task. They give you one big problem. It's like setting up a business, and you got to find the cost of this, and then you subtract this, and you do this. All kinds of everything we've learned rolled into one big problem. So if you mess up 1 or 2 things at the beginning, you miss the whole thing. You're allowed to use calculator for that whole thing. So my hope is that you can take these review notes and be better prepared. I will try to go as quickly as possible. That means you might have to do some pausing and writing because I talk fast. I try to stall a little bit and talk after I've written a lot to give you a chance to catch up. Number 5, speaking of calculators, yes, some people are in calculator club. They might have access to an online calculator during a lot of or all of their tests, depending on the situation. But the good news, on some problems, E-body, everybody, I just don't want to write it. It's too many. I could have already written it by now, right? E-body, everybody gets calculator, okay? So I want you to keep looking very carefully where the calculator shows up when it does show up, and make sure you notice every time it's there, use it, okay? Even if it seems like an easy problem, we don't want no silly mistakes costing you on your score, because E-body who passes, every year I come up with some new things I'm going to use the rest of my life. Instead of everybody, I'm just going to say E-body. E-body who passes the test, and I know we still have a month to review, so those of you that don't, you still got a chance to pass by the end of the year. I'll do another pizza party for that. But everybody who passes now gets a pizza party, okay? Or I think I said a pizza party or your favorite $3 candy bar, or if you got like one of them little medium bags of chips or a medium bag of Sour Patch or gummy worms, whatever. Okay, $3 candy. All right, so one of those. If you really wanted, I'll give you 2 squishies if you'd rather have 2 squishies. Okay, so your choice. That's what you're trying to do. Okay, to pass. If you can work your tail off to pass this test, then the next month is just going to be making you so you don't even have to try to pass the end of the year that goes on your permanent record. Okay, that's our goal. All right, what else? Anything else I need to tell you? Remember on word problem, I got 2 more just test taking strategies. Put yourself in problem. Okay. I've told you many times in real life situations, if you were in it, I believe a lot of times you would get the situation right. But because it's a math problem, you don't care about it, and they're talking about a topic you're not interested in. And also make it about money if you need to. If it's about like sewing or 4-H fair, which I happen to have a 4-H fair shirt on. Oh, I'm upside down. Hi, guys. Yes, I shaved my head. All right. If it's about money, you use the same numbers but change the situation to money and put yourself in it. One or both of those strategies will help you understand what's going to happen to the money better. Okay, so try that. If it said you and 4 friends were going to the store to buy some candies and you had $20 to split a $20 bill you guys found while you're playing outside. I did that once. That was fun. And I found it by myself, so I didn't have to split it. Anyway, but if you did, a lot of people are going to circle the 4 friends because it's the number 4 and the $20, and 20 divided by 4 is 5. And if it's me, that's question A. Answer A, choice is $5. Yeah, 20 divided by 4 is 5. But then you didn't get it yourself because it said you and 4 friends. So it's 5 total people. In real life, you would not be standing outside the store saying, what just happened? How's come I didn't get any candy? Right? It wouldn't happen. So you got to find a way to put yourself in the problem. All right. I think the last one I'll give on this one, change colors for this. If stuck, I know you guys already know, right? But it happens. There's people who shut down and get frustrated. And I appreciate you care that much. If you're like, man, I used to know this. I got a good grade on that quiz. Oh, I wish I would have paid attention in class. You can't change any of that. Whatever it was, if you're stuck, take a minute, maybe a minute and a half or 2 tops. And if you can't figure it out, skip it. Okay. And then before you have to move on, go back and try it again, because at some point it says if you go any further than this and save, you cannot go back anymore. So make sure you go back and do all of them you skipped, before you save. But a lot of times what happens is you will see situations or strategies and other problems, or maybe not at all, but just later doing some other math. You know how you can't remember a person's name or a movie's name or something, okay, a song's name or something. Maybe that's just me because I'm old. But and I'll be sitting there thinking like, oh man, I know that person. I think it started with an S, and then later in the day it'll just pop up in my head, or maybe just 10 minutes later, and you're talking to your friends or whatever, and all of a sudden you just shout out, Sergio, and they're like, what? And I was like, oh, that's that name I was trying to remember earlier. Okay, whatever. All right, Sergio. All right, I didn't put the proper accent on there. All right, so make sure you do that. All right, and we should be good. This is 8.5 minutes. I will try to keep it short. Okay, guys? Thank you. Take it serious. Don't just listen to music and take these notes. Actually listen so you get the connection.